It's the Noonas. We're back, and today we have like a super exciting event. Um, we're gonna be having such a good time today, guys.
We really are.
So we have selected 50. That's right, 50. K-drama male leads.
Just K-drama.
Just K-drama. We picked from we asked a few people. We asked around what K-dramas they wanted us to decide from. I went on my drama list. I looked at the most popular K-dramas. Picked ones that were appropriate to pick a male lead. Some just no. But and we are going to decide once and for all which one of these male leads would we marry? Would make good husbands?
Specifically, the character.
Yes. We are talking the character, not the actor. We don't know their lives, but we do know the lives of these characters. Okay? And yeah. So not the actors. So you will see that some actors appear on here multiple times, but it is the characters only. Okay. So we have the following selections. If it's immediate marriage to church immediately.
Immediate.
If maybe we'll date, but maybe not with marriage in mind, but maybe if he improves himself one day, we have sure we can date. Hit it and quit it. One night stand. Better off just friends, because you know how it be. And then absolutely not 10-foot pole. No. No. We killing it. So these are in alphabetical order of the show that they're in. And I know the writing's a little hard to read because they only let us get so big. So I will.
Already got some
excitement. Right. We're starting. We're starting with a banger. That's right. We've got Namshin the third. Hey Joy. Hey Annie. From Are You Human Too? All right, ladies. What are we thinking?
I would go straight to church, to be honest. He's adorable.
He's pretty great.
And I mean, worst comes to worst, you could reprogram him.
I see absolutely no issue with the fact that he's an android.
Absolutely
that's not
no
in
issue.
My determining
no,
of where he
no
is on
issue.
This.
Listen.
Unless biological children are a major deal breaker for you, there's nothing wrong with it.
He might be the best person on this list. I'm gonna be honest. Just for marriageability alone, individual.
It's a little sad that the best man on the list is not
an android. And I'm just
Well.
saying, ladies and gentlemen, think of the stamina. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, no.
He's
the ability to do yard work without complaining as well, right?
He's gonna, I think he's perfect. I don't,
Yeah.
So next we've got a bit of a contentious one because I think this one will all come down to personality. Your personality, and that would be Namse-hee from Because This Is My First Life. Very tsundere, a little bit of trauma there. Tall, always nice.
I'm a fan of tall.
And Katie, yes, you have to watch Are You Human Too? So good, you'll love it. You'll love it. So he's pretty good. I think he'd be a very polite, good cleaner of a husband. You know what I mean?
He'd definitely be good at that.
But would he meet your emotional needs?
I don't think he would meet my emotional needs.
And
I love this show.
And I already have a serious bent to my personality sometimes. So I have to have someone that has some fun in them, or else
I need someone a little bit extroverted because I'm too socially anxious and introverted.
I know that people seeing us on this think that we're a bunch of extroverted fun time gals, but this is just because we're friends in public.
Wait till you see us outside of this.
Silencio. so it's I feel like it's okay, he's not like absolutely not.
No.
Like he's not a terrible dude. Maybe dating? Like I feel like he's worth more than just like hit it and quit it, you know.
Joyce doesn't have emotions, so
I almost feel like we should have probably put just friends above one night stand. Maybe like now when I'm
no. These are all the only one that deserves to be at the bottom is absolutely not.
Yeah.
The three in the middle are just sort of they float around. They're not in any particular order.
I feel like I could be friends with him, and I like if he was in my friend group, it would be cool.
Yeah.
Or like maybe I would be okay with like dating him to see where it went.
Casual dating.
Like and one night stand doesn't feel like that's
So casual dating is in the sure we can date. So are we going with casual dating with this fella?
Well, I mean, I would go just friends. Like I feel like I would have like a relationship like that the A-Pink girl does with him, where it's just kind of like
they're chill.
Chill. I'll hang out with you, but
he'd be a good friend. He would be a good friend.
Yeah. And to answer Annie's question, yes, we can absolutely share the link to this tier list so you all can make your own afterwards. So do not worry. We will do so. Next one, I think I already know the answer to. And that is Gu Jun Pyo from Boys Over Flowers. And absolutely not.
Like he's not even getting in the door. I'm sorry.
Clown.
Can I take a moment to separate his fashion sense from the rest
not
of his
even getting a one night stand.
Like it would. I'm not even thinking of the fashion sense. Like his fashion sense.
I'm not even. Hell yeah!
I'd be like you. Like
at the end, where he's like improved.
No, he's garbage. Never. Like everyone's like, oh, he's rich and handsome. That don't matter. Imagine having to live with that man your whole life.
Oh God.
Not even in the door.
No. Awful. Just awful. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Any other comments?
You know,
that's pretty much it.
I think we've said it all.
Next, we've got a recent addition to the K-drama husband lineup. We have Kang Tae-moo from Business Proposal. And like, oof. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make my case.
Okay.
He's a huge simp.
He is.
He's rich. He loves to cook and clean.
Okay.
What's
like that? Like that's his stress reliever. Like that's what he enjoys doing.
So I have not watched a single episode of this, so I have no clue. So you all are going to have to like convince me.
Okay.
I should put my vote.
Okay.
Now the problem is, they're like the whole spoiled rich child syndrome.
That's true, but he does get over that quick.
He eventually gets over it.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that's ingrained in you a little bit.
I've only watched the first episode where he basically decided this person is absolutely wild and kind of a nightmare, but I think I'll marry her because it just saves me time. And I'm like,
he gets better. He gets better.
That's what I want.
No. Like he gets way better.
It is the type of character that.
And he thinks
they restructure the character later. Like they totally take apart his character and rebuild him. Pretty much.
Yeah, he gets rebuilt from the ground up, and we don't even have to do that for him. Like he does it to himself.
Even before they dated. Like,
yeah. I mean, let's be real and honest. Money does buy happiness too.
It truly does. But he's not. But he's not like a dick about his money either. Like. Okay. The only time he's
not really classist.
No, he's not at all.
Okay.
The only time he is on purpose when he's trying to show off to her friends because her friends were always really
playing a role
to her about how she couldn't like find a boyfriend or whatever because she was hung up on the other chef. So he's like throwing the money around and being like, "Oh, I'm not like the only food I need is feeling full looking in your eyes because you're just like oh, like let me pay for this $200 dinner and let me take you out on this boat that I own." Like, and all her friends are like, "Oh, like, yeah, that's good energy."
I feel like
that's
a
good energy for me.
Puts you pretty high on the list.
Like, rich simp is a good.
Rich simp is like
starting.
By the end, he's rich simp.
Kiss.
In the beginning, he's rich, self-centered person. But
but then he like just
he becomes a simp. So
yeah. Next, we've got. Han Se-ju from Chicago Typewriter.
Okay, this is also one that I haven't seen. So.
I'm hovering.
I love this show.
I love this
show, and I love him in it, and I love him for her. In the end, I'm very happy for them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is about you.
Yeah, I'd probably, because you can't be friends with him. He's not a very friendly
Looks wise, I do one.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, like I feel like it'd be a good time, you know.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, they show that.
Joy also thinks one night stand.
That first kiss gets shown an awful lot, and it looks lovely. So you know,
it looks like he's putting in the effort, and we appreciate that.
I mean, it's UIN. That's not bad.
Not bad in the old peepers, you know. Like,
I mean, he is also rich, but he's not much of a simp. So like,
like, listen, if they're gonna be like a rich, you know, at least be simpy, you know.
Also,
like, there's a lot of temptations out there for the rich, you know what I mean? Like,
So like, because it's a reincarnation story, it's hard to kind of separate past him from current him, and it's like you want to like give him more props because of things he did in the past, but that's not
we're
really
talking current
right?
him,
and you're like,
we're talking current him.
No. So,
Now, next one we have one that I think is a bit of a tough call. Okay.
Ooh. Oh,
and that's Choi Han-gyeol from Coffee Prince.
Oh
now,
gosh.
Listen, he's the stupidest man I've ever seen. She didn't look like a dude. Okay, no one thought she was a dude but him and those weirdo ladies in the
very beginning.
At the beginning.
It's like the funniest part of that show is just like everybody around him looking at him like, "Are you stupid?" Like she's clearly what? Yeah, that's probably.
I would probably do one night stand on him, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like hovering between these two because, like, I feel like having a stupid friend who owns a cafe is like a good vibe to have for your friend group.
I don't think we'd be friends. Like that's true. Where I'm pulling. Yeah, I don't know.
He's a little too.
He's just so dumb. He's just so dumb. He's just so dumb.
This is
we need a little bit, we need a little bit of brain in our himbo. Like he has to have. He's
not quite a himbo.
Yeah,
because himbos are super respectful and kind.
Yeah,
to
see, that's where
he's just stupid. Like there's,
Yeah,
I don't know.
If I were to guess, I know that like if he looked at me, he wouldn't want to one night stand with me.
Yeah,
that's
like
if I'm with him.
Let's just pretending like he does. Okay, this is the fun of the tier list. Is they pretend. Yeah. We pretend like these are all possible.
It does like weigh on me if I'm just going to be friends with him or absolutely not or one night stand. Yeah, that's where it gets into.
Like I feel like he's not quite an absolutely not because like I'd still be friends with him, but like.
He's not nearly as terrible as Junpyo. Like he doesn't, you know what I mean? Like he's not even in that.
He doesn't halfway murder people.
Yeah. He's not a psychopath, but like he's not like.
And I feel like
I wouldn't want to hang out with him all the time. You know what I mean? It would be like a real conditional friendship.
Just friends. He would be like on my outside friend circle. Like
Oh, Katie does.
It does make
a point.
She does make a good point. So, free coffee is free coffee.
Friends with occasional benefits.
Yeah, so we'll put him in the just friends, but friends, like you know, maybe one
like
night
the benefit like when you get too drunk.
like you're just friends, but maybe one night the mood is right, and then you do something and you never talk about it again. You know. Maybe just some over.
And he
still
gives you free coffee.
That's right. And he continues to give you free coffee.
No, maybe he's one of those people
too stupid not to.
Yeah, but it would never be awkward after either. You'd be like,
that's true. You'd be like, we fucked. Whatever. Yeah. Let's move on with our lives. Next we have Ri Jung. I'm just gonna like just put it here, and y'all can argue with me. This is the most loyal man who ever manned.
Quiet, loyal. Oh, simp.
Just like listen, I'm not really into a military dude myself. Not my thing. But he's just like, and he cooks. Well, that's always nice. He looks great in a turtleneck.
If you're willing to essentially kind of be a traitor to your country for love.
But like they both were at the end. At the end of the day, they were in Switzerland.
Right.
It was fine. Like,
well, I'm just saying, like he was willing to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like he was
willing
all
to
in.
basically unmilitary for you. So that's
he was gonna defect. Like he was balls to the wall, ready to go. So you know,
he can protect.
He protect.
Yeah.
He attack. But most of all, he make delicious snack. So next we got another military man. He did buy black market items for her. So okay, Rachel does make a good point.
And she also
that was a pretty good
coffee.
kiss. I don't drink coffee either, but you can get tea at cafes.
Yeah, and dessert, like pastries.
And dessert, yeah.
Hot chocolate.
So we've got another military man. Very different vibe.
Very.
And
this one is going to be the one that like Jessie will hate.
Jin,
Absolutely not
of the
for
Sun.
me.
I am also on absolutely not. Okay.
I'm sorry.
He's hot, but he's such a dick. And then he like disappears for like a year when he could have easily called her.
He might go in the Sure We Can Date the first time, but the second time, and no, baby. Like
no,
I've already moved on. I'm someone else now.
Listen, Annie, we are agreeing to disagree with this one because, he looks like he'd be a good time. Okay, so like maybe one night stand, maybe you can argue this, but married to this dude,
I'm sorry.
No, absolutely not. He would be my nightmare husband. He's too. See, unlike Regina Yuck, he is too married to that military life. Ooh, no, I'm just thinking about it being like
controversial, but right. I think.
Next we've got Kang Dong-gu from Ulchacho Waikiki. Okay, so like good with kids.
Yeah,
true.
The dumbest man. Very dumb, but
also
in like
very simp. By the end of it, he's
very simp for both mom and stepdaughter.
Yeah,
like
hit and quit.
I'm not into kids though, so and he's not bringing much to the table other than that.
I think like you can date because he seems like he'd be sweet to like watch movies together and that sort of thing.
True.
Yeah. And
it's sort of like,
and I'd like to see where it goes. Like I feel like
okay. Rachel isn't a just friends also.
So the Sure We Can Date. It's sort of like friends with benefits, right? That's what we're going with. This is friends, no benefits.
Well, it's not like you dislike
benefits.
them.
Exactly. And so one night stand is not friends.
You're really only for one thing
with him. Like he's like you said, like he's good to watch movies with. He's always making sure people are,
like I feel like I could like hang out with him for a while, like which is why I think I could date him for a little bit. Let's put him
as our first Sure We Can Date. Do we have? He is pretty cute. Like I would never. Let's see if I can hear it. Look, we're doing something. Oh. Nope, stop. Friends with benefits. Enter. Okay. Okay, so we've officially changed what that is. So these are friends, no benefits. Friends, yes, benefits. Benefits, no friends.
We're old enough. We don't need to play this like dating.
We don't need. Listen, we're old ladies here. So we have Kodong Man from Fight for My Way. I know where I would put him. Right.
I haven't seen it yet.
I would,
He's a very hot man child.
I would either put one night stand or absolutely not. I don't think I could go with any other spot.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, like I get why for her he's the right, but not for me. But. Yeah,
seems like
probably
fun,
in the White
though.
Knight.
Like, he seems like listen, lots of stamina, good muscles. Like.
I mean, he is at the heart like he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's not like a bad
you're not
guy.
Wake up and
no,
mad at yourself about it.
I just don't think I could hang out.
Yeah,
with him.
you're not gonna like leave in shame the next day.
This
like,
is not like
you're just gonna be like, well, this was fun.
I mean,
Peace
like
out,
he might
like...
be the guy at like work that I kind of like hang out with more than like the other people, you know, like
but just because it's like
I'm not going out to like drinks with him unless you know I have to because the boss makes us go. But
and I think from a marriage perspective, like even in that show, like she doesn't like it when he gets into fighting because it's hard to watch him get hit. Right? I don't think I would enjoy. I don't enjoy, like, my kid plays contact sports. I don't enjoy seeing him get hit. I wouldn't enjoy seeing my husband get like hit all the time and worry about like him coming home with brain injuries and stuff. Like, I just don't think that's for me. Like,
same. Same. But listen, wood tap. Just putting that out there. Next from Flower of Evil, we have Becky Sung.
I have to be the one to talk about this, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
he's got a past, bit of a dark past.
How are you going to talk about without spoiling? Are you going to do that?
Okay. Talk about his character.
He is good with kids. He's very, very good with his kid, and he is good at. He has learned how to integrate into society fairly well. He functions in society at this point, and he is a very good husband. Like he just is. Now, I can't tell you the dark stuff without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
So
okay, well, but, like let's pretend that we don't know that stuff.
Like if you watch the show, you like ultimately
what she is in the very beginning. Like you don't know.
She is in a very happy marriage with a man who takes care of them very well.
So like as a husband,
he's
good
dude.
Plus.
Okay. And he even has his own business.
Oh, successful.
Yeah.
I mean, on paper he looks great. So and
like he's not like a bad dude.
And they also show some love moments to where that would be a good benefit.
So yeah.
Okay.
Marry him.
Oh yeah.
Joy, you win. We'll marry him.
I mean, you apparently might regret it later in your life, but like,
listen,
now,
regret is a part of life, isn't it?
I mean, you might regret any of them, right? So
nothing is permanent.
I mean, if dramas have taught us anything, one night stand could wind up in church. Like you never know where.
Now it's definitely one of those dramas that's like you only do know the person that they present to you. Like that's the thing. So if he presents to you good husband and father, that's all you can really.
That's all we know.
Decide on.
That's all we know. Yeah. Next we got Kim Shin from Goblin.
Well, I mean,
okay, he will take you traveling. That's pretty fun.
I would be friends with him.
I would be friends with him too. Nothing more. No, absolutely nothing more.
He does seem like he'd be fun to like hang out with at least.
Yeah, and you can go on magical travels and do like fun magic tricks and stuff. Yeah.
He definitely has an emo side.
He does.
And he's a bit immature for how old he is.
He'd also be one of those people that you could like have fun like hanging out with, like just doing like going to the zoo or something, something weird.
See, no, listen, Rachel.
But we're not.
It's not Gongyu, okay? It's not Gongyu. It's Kim Shin. Okay, we have to take it at the face value of the character alone. Next we have Jung Yi Hyun from Happiness, and I'm just gonna put him right to the top. Best husband on the. You know what? I'm even just gonna go boop 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 boop. Yeah.
He beat the robot.
He's also an actual dude.
He's also an actual man.
We're about to get one man rights.
Exactly. We don't do this often on this podcast, but we have one man we respect,
and he didn't. His character did not have to change in order to be an acceptable husband.
He was always a good dude
to get there.
He was always a good dude. Rachel, you get it.
Yeah.
You get it. Okay.
Joy also.
Yes. Listen, to know him is to love him. He was willing to die for the woman he loved. Then he didn't, which was great. But like he was willing to do it.
Even like platonic marriage. Like he was fine with that. Like
he was good.
He was good with kids. I don't want kids.
I don't want kids, but like if you did, he's great with kids.
But you know what? It's kind of like that saying about like see how they treat the wait staff and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like people who are good with kids are generally not total dicks. So like,
and it's not like I don't know any kids in my life that he would be interacting with.
You want somebody, I mean, even if you don't have kids, he could be, is he good uncle material? Is he gonna,
Yeah. He was, and he was nice and equitable to everyone in that show. Unless you were a dick, he wasn't gonna be he was gonna be nice to you.
It's true.
And then when you were a dick, he was gonna fucking choke you out.
And he's not a pushover too. No. He's great. Yeah,
it's perfect.
No. I don't know why we're staying so long on this. This was
we love him. We love him. Why are we justifying? Everyone's agreeing with us. Why are we justifying this? Okay. We got one that might be a bit contentious because people have strong feelings about this character. We have Seo Jung-hoo from Healer. Now,
so this is an example.
Personally,
this is an example of like. Definitely, it's one thing for that character to be with the other lead character and to be like 150% for that pairing. But like, as far as personally,
for me, he's no. Like
absolutely not.
Absolutely no. It does not work for me at all.
No, we're getting hands down. We're getting agreements. We got a no.
Based on the one episode I've seen, it's definitely absolutely not.
Absolutely. Like, listen, he's a good-looking dude. Absolutely not.
And I mean, he's great with, like he's great, and it's
great.
I
would be okay being friends with him, honestly.
Okay, but like he's a bit broody. Like
but he's just like your friend. Like
he feels like he would be such a fun suck.
Yeah.
Like he's not as bad as these two, but like. Like, okay, let's put him in a pity just friends. Okay.
Friend zone.
He's getting friend zoned hard.
Yeah, I guess
what, Katie? That is true. Okay,
true.
Rachel.
Okay, useful.
Rachel, I need to talk to you personally, Rachel. Yes, I get it, but at the same time, think about living with him. Just consider let the thought of that him in your space just wash over you for a few minutes. If you look into your heart, you know it to be true.
And again, as far as them, the characters being a pairing, that's all this childhood history. There's all this stuff.
It's too much. Like,
I don't have that history with him.
We do not have the history.
Like, maybe he's like the one you definitely keep on Facebook as friends because you're like, I'm going to use you at some point.
You might need him for a reference for something, but like
everybody needs pretty much a Batman friend. Just in case you need a Batman for some reason.
Exactly.
Okay, next one. Okay. We've got Hanan Song from Heard It Through the Grapevine. Okay, to a negative on this guy, doesn't know how to use a condom. So that's a bit of a problem.
So like that's a
bit of a problem. But he's not a bad dude.
He's not, and he takes his responsibility very seriously.
Like, I mean, I've only watched like the first episode, but he the moment he knows, he's in 100%.
That's
like,
true.
Honestly, to church, like.
Yeah, he's like a good husband.
He's so good, and he's so caring. Even when he's like not smart, he's still he's still kind and like focused on making his partner and his kid happy. Like, I don't know.
You can't ask for much more.
Heard it through the grapevine.
Heard it through the grapevine, Joy. Heard it through. You'd love it, actually. Now that I'm thinking about
it,
Joy, you'd love it. You should definitely watch it.
Show.
It's a very Joy show. Next one, I know where he's going on my list. That would be Kim Tan from Airs. Absolutely no.
I don't want to be friends with him.
I don't want to know this man.
I don't want
to sleep with him. No ties.
I don't want. Do you know what the worst part is? Is that I really like Lee Min Ho. Like Lee Min Ho, I'd want to be friends with that guy. I'd get with Lee Min Ho. Kim Tan, fuck no.
Yeah, like Lee Min Ho was like nice. Like,
absolutely
charitable.
Not.
And I mean, pretty.
Kim Tan.
He's nice to look at, but like, I wouldn't even want to have a one night stand with that guy.
That's
like,
not everything.
Like, nothing. No. There's no.
Absolutely not. Just abhorrent.
Bye.
The thought of it makes my skin crawl. No. Okay, next we've got Ryan Gold from Her Private Life. Okay, good looking.
I know what I would pick.
Successful.
But
I know what I would pick too.
Okay, give me reasons not to church.
Okay, I feel like he's like his personality and mine personally wouldn't really work on a day-to-day basis. Like, I would be friends with benefits with him. I don't think I would ever like say yes to the dress. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like,
one night stand, but not.
No.
I don't know.
Who needs Joy? Oh, Joy.
See, and my immediate thought would be to church with him. Like, he was great. He was a great, like the whole thing in the beginning of when he thinks that she's a lesbian and he'll like fake date.
That's,
like, that's pretty.
That's true.
That's
true.
Good.
And I don't know like his arc, but
well, that's what's kind of crummy. So like his business side of his personality, it's not like that develops to being something warmer, but like the warm side of his personality, once you finally see it.
I mean,
and let me say,
to work with him. So like,
I'm not sure I'd want to be as
true. And like the way he
work with him, but
the way he untangled her hair from that hair tie.
I mean.
Sir.
I mean,
stop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where are we putting him? I
desire at least friends with benefits if possible.
Yeah, I
for
feel
you,
like...
we'll do it. Guy, for you.
I won't argue that he should really, because that's the thing with the arcs where the character does turn like warm kind of as they start dating. It's like, how long is that really gonna last?
But also, I'm not the person who's going to forget what they were beforehand, too. So I will never feel comfortable.
Like, I'm a pretty forgiving person myself, but like,
Yeah, and I can be forgiven, but would I get to that place? You know what I mean? Like, would I get to know them well enough to know that there's like the gooey interior? Because I'd be like put off by the nastiness initially,
Now
this next one.
Okay, so Lee and Jun from Hospital Playlist. I don't even think we need to have too much of a discussion. He's the best.
The only thing I would say would be I would probably get jealous a little bit because he's just so personable with every single person on the face.
See, that's one of the like qualities that I really like in someone who's like nice to everyone. It doesn't.
Oh, I love that.
You will, like I like someone who already have a friend group because that's not happening with me. You know, I need that, but oh gosh. He's funny,
but as a husband,
charming,
he'd be the best.
He's
so good with kids. He's a sweet dude. He's got a good job.
I don't think there's like a box he doesn't check off.
He loves to go out and do stuff. He knows how to. He's
musical.
a great singer. Like he's musical. He's got hobbies and interests. It's great.
And a job, right?
And a job.
That's also a good
perfection.
Yeah. Yep.
Chef's kiss. Gu Chan Sung from Hotel Del Luna.
Okay, I just gotta say, for me, absolutely not. The boy, he could be my son. I cannot, like, it's just too, I can't look at him and not see a baby. So,
okay, right now we're pretending that we're the same age as the character. Okay, this is how this works. We're putting ourselves as the female lead in this.
If I were his age and I met him, I would still be kind of like,
His voice, though.
Is he pretty? Does he have a great voice? Sure. Personality-wise, I don't think he and I.
He's a bit too work focused for me, I'd say. But like, he seems like a nice dude, you know?
I would say friends, but also maybe friends with benefits is like an option.
Yeah, like, yeah. Because, like, you know.
Like, he's also kind of like, would be that good, like, one of your first relationships. You know, that level.
Yeah.
It's a good starter boyfriend. And then move on to...
Would you welcome him as a son-in-law?
Yeah. Now the real question.
Okay. We should do that next time. Let's do this on like who
would we want to have as a daughter-in-law? Just do this exact same list.
I mean, I could see how some of those would change a bit because you would like see a different, you know, like
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we'll stick him here. So it sounds like a nice solid, like, you know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, who knows? Like, there's tension there. There's no tension here. This is the tension-free zone. We have Kim Min Kyu from I Am Not a Robot. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Now,
homebody,
just like myself. Love it.
Love it, but also hates it because it won't push me out.
That's true. Loves robots and fun stuff that I also do. So with shared interests. Severe allergies, same. We've got a lot in common.
You want to marry yourself.
I don't, but see, this is where I'm going with it. I don't want to marry myself because
Joy has a pass on him.
Joy has a pass. But is he just, Joy, here's the question. Is he a friend's pass or is he a get the fuck away from me pass?
On every relationship.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, I feel like he'd be fine as a friend.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, because, like, I'd be friends with myself.
Yeah, I feel like I could be like I don't know. I feel like I would want to be friends with him because I feel that, like, he seems like Joy is thinking he's.
So just friends. So you can be friends with your son. So just friends. Yeah. Just friends.
I feel like I would like want to be the person to like kind of help him along. Like, because I feel like you know a lot of his homebody stuff is because of PTSD. So
yeah.
You know,
PTSD.
I will be happy to be friends with him and to see him find the right person.
I'll be the wingman.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Okay.
We sort of just feel bad for this guy. Like, this guy's just sort of like, we're like, listen, like, it's a no from us, but also, like, let me give you a hug.
It's very like much how we are with Sung-hoon. It's
like, like Sung-hoon the man, not his character.
Yeah.
The man was like, oh, my poor baby. Okay, we got Park Se-roy from Itaewon Class. I know where I stand with him, but it's a tough call for others.
I have not seen the whole thing.
I've only seen like what we watched for that one episode.
I think he's great.
Initially, I'm very into how, especially like with the first girl, how loyal he is to her. Like that seems like good husband material. I will say that. Like
hard worker.
He's a hard worker. He's kind.
Okay.
He believes in justice. He's not racist. Listen, that's just a point for him.
Or transphobic.
That's right. He supports the LGBTs, the alphabet mafia. He rolls with them, you know.
That's true. That's a huge thing.
A pretty good,
and definitely not classist in any way, because again, hard worker from the bottom.
He worked. He started at the bottom. Now he's here. You know, worked hard, self-made man.
He's also pretty smart. Like he knows, like he knows that he needs to have business people helping him with the business side of things. He doesn't just go, I could do it all on my own. He's willing.
He knows
to
how
help.
to delegate, which means he wouldn't be a super workaholic and never at home.
I'm hearing no reasons against.
I'm not hearing any reasons against marriage.
I guess not.
Like, the haircut can be fixed.
Hair grows.
Rachel. Yeah, Rachel gets it. Rachel gets it.
What?
It's fine. Fine.
It is fine.
It's fine. He can listen. If that's the way he loves to wear his hair, that's the way he can. And while he is an ex-con, he was framed.
I don't really care about that.
I don't really care about that.
We
either.
are
like, listen,
our stance on.
You did your time. You did your time. Okay. This is a tough call. Okay, next we're going blast from the past. We got Jang Jae-yeol from It's Okay, That's Love.
Oh, this one's hard.
This one's a hard one.
This one's super hard. If we go by like first half or second half.
Like, we gotta take it as we gotta take it as like the whole character, right?
Yeah.
He's fine, but he's not for me.
That
way.
Like, he would be good for someone else.
Yeah, like I'd probably put him in that just friends. Like, I would be willing to be friends with him. Like, we can be roommates hanging out in that house full of nonsense. But I don't want to.
Gotta nope.
I'll have dinner with him, but I won't have
sex with him. Yeah. Okay. And on the other hand, though, devil's advocate, you'd always get the bed to yourself. But I'm inclined to agree with Amanda and just stick him in we can be friends.
Listen, I just have friends. I also feel like he'd be a really good business partner friend,
Yeah,
or like a writing mentor or something like that.
Yeah, but living with him,
yeah, that would be hard.
Yeah. We've got another for the mentally ill among us. We have Moon Kang Tae from It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Another tough call.
Yeah,
another tough call. He's a great dude. Loves his brother. I love his brother. I'd be willing to live with his brother as well.
Absolutely.
His brother's a delight. He's a delight. He's very too reserved for old Natalia.
I feel like that'd just be a lot of too much mental health issues in one house.
It'd be a lot of crazy all at once.
I'd probably put him in the friends with benefits because I don't know. Maybe I might feel like maybe I can change him, or maybe we can grow together,
you can never change them.
I don't know, but.
Okay, Joy, you are right. I do want to hang out with his brother because his brother's the best.
I think I would definitely want to be in his life in some respect.
Yeah,
he doesn't seem like a one night stand person for me.
No.
But
I vote friends with benefits because
I think it might
why
be
not?
Listen, if something develops, we know it can never get too serious because he's too devoted to his brother.
Points in a relationship that would be fun with him. Maybe not forever and ever.
Yeah, but listen, you do it and then you have an amicable just return to friendship,
I would say I would feel almost bad putting contractual marriage onto his character ever.
That's also true.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's more like if you were friends and you ended up getting really, really close and kind of a live-in partner type situation, if that's just the way it happened. But I don't know. I would just because of the stuff that character's been through and whatever.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Now this one, y'all like PTSD because we're back. That's right.
This one's gonna be so hard.
Lee Kang-do from Just Between Lovers. There's too much. I couldn't. There's so much going on there. Okay, Jessie.
I feel like he would be a good husband. He would ultimately be a good husband, right?
Okay.
Would I get there? Would I get to the point where I would realize that he would be a good husband?
Yeah.
Again, for me, there'd be too much mental health issues in one house.
Too many issues in one small location.
But he's a good guy. Like, outside of that, he'd be a really great person to have a relationship with. Too.
Friends with benefits. All
right, let's move him up. Let's move him up.
Yeah.
Let's move him up. He's a good dude, but I don't want to live with the guy.
I also agree. I mean, at the very least, what are you doing?
See, it's like with the one night stand, you don't really want to be friends with them. Okay, it's the hit it and quit it mentality. You just want to have a good time and then boot them to the door.
You don't know anything about them going in, and you have your fun and then move on. That's like work trip.
You have fun. You meet at a club and have a fun night. But with this guy,
it feels like maybe the friends with benefits, like the guy you date for a while, and then you amicably separate because you realize that you make better friends than lovers. Yeah. And then you are very, very happy for him when he finds the right person.
I also think that it should be friends with benefits because then you can gauge. There'd be I feel like there might be a point where okay, this could become something serious, like a marriage, or it would go to just friends.
He's the sort of guy
it does never go to absolutely
that I would bring home to meet my mother, and my mom would absolutely love him.
Oh yeah,
and then quietly tell me, "Do not marry this man."
Oh, I don't think.
But she would love him. She'd be like, "Oh, he's such a sweet guy, and he's so nice. Do not marry him for the love of God." That would be my mom, and me as well. If someone brought him, if someone was like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend," I'd be like, "Oh, girl, he's a great dude, but girl." I don't know. Unless you're a professionally trained psychologist, I would move along. Yeah. Speaking of crazy continuing, there's a lot of really mentally unstable male leads.
Did you just get in that vibe whenever you were?
No, I literally was just going through the most popular dramas,
because it kind of seems like
the romance plot.
This is the particular section.
It's an alphabetical order by name of drama. So
this is what my drama list is doing with their lives.
So we've got Cha Do-hyun from Kill Me Heal Me.
No,
absolute fucking no.
I haven't even seen it, but all the clips I've seen and stuff, I'm like, that's too much for me.
No, just no. Listen, Ji-sung, yes. His character in this, no.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's the reality. Nobody on this list is unattractive.
Yeah, they're all good-looking dudes.
They're all actors. They're all fine.
They're all in entertainment. Entertainment doesn't allow non-pretty. I'm sorry. You all have to realize that.
Not in male leads. Not in male leads, anyway.
Yeah.
Annie, we're gonna leave that up to. So Annie's asking, are the historical guys brought to our time period or us to theirs? You decide.
Yeah, for me, they're coming to my time period.
Yeah, we're gonna for the purposes of today, we're gonna pretend that they're in the modern world.
Because you make very different choices if you're transported back in time. It's can he provide for me? And will he provide safety for me? Okay, then I'll marry him.
Yeah, exactly. It's a much lower bar in the same times, So we've got Lee Chang from Kingdom. Imagine Lee Chang in the modern time.
Oh gosh. So modern times, and that's kind of thing. So the aspects of his historical character would be, he has all that power and stuff. But if you do bring him to modern time, anyway, probably thinking too hard.
No, analyze. Give it to us. You were going someplace with it. Yeah. I like your design.
If you do go back to historical times with it, there was a lot of benefits to marrying.
That's true. That's true.
You lose a lot of those whenever you come to modern times.
If we rooftop prince him, okay, we're rooftop princing him today. He's showing up at your apartment. So she said he's a
Yeah, I feel like. You gotta put him within.
It's so hard because to me it's not a romantic character.
Yeah, so you don't see what I don't know. I could feel like maybe he'd actually be pretty cool in terms of
Yeah.
How about we just split the
He will protect
and we try him out for a while? You know?
That seems fair.
You try him out, and then maybe after a while. Maybe
go either way.
Joy is a no.
Yeah, That, Joy, that's fair. Fair. We all have our own. We will provide the link to this so you can all make your own tier list and share it with us. Okay. It'll be wonderful. Next, we've got Park Bong Pal from Bring It On Ghost. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
I think
steady employment in the exorcism world.
That's true. That's never going away. And not many people can do it. So
that's true. Very specialized field.
Yeah.
I personally am not a fan of like ghosts and stuff though. So like,
but you don't have to see the ghosts.
But I'm happy to know that they're not there. If I have a husband who can see them and talk to them, then I'm going to know they're there, and it's going to freak me out too much. So,
imagine all the new ghost friends you could meet.
I would not want to meet them.
Be in tune to them, so then he'd like get them to leave. So you'd be the only person, that's the only person you could be with to guarantee that you wouldn't see the ghost. Because without him,
you could always get rid of them.
Yeah.
So, are there any reasons to not take him to church?
I mean, yeah, he is. He's also a college guy too.
Yeah.
He does have those nice grippable ears. That's right.
I know.
I don't feel.
What are you saying? He doesn't have the sexy factor. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now. Yes, he does.
I would. I would say at least friends with benefits. I'm trying to think of it as okay, if I was in college, because he's definitely and that, but
maybe maybe after several years of dating.
I mean, I could also see that I would marry him as well. Let's be real, and the ghost thing would be great for me.
It'd be great. That's right.
I would probably do some sort of social media campaign for him, and it would actually be really beneficial for both of us.
Teamwork.
So
a working
the reason he settles into friends with benefits is because he's a college.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Maybe in a few years he can move up. But
we're gonna see. We're testing the waters.
We're trying it out. Okay, now I know where Jessie and I are putting this next one. We have Juju Wan from Master's Son.
No,
absolutely not. What a garbage man!
Not even
not even once.
Not even once, and not even a kind of bit one night stand.
It was a relief when he got stabbed
at the bar.
You do this to me one time, I'm out. You're gone. Bye. I don't care.
No, absolutely not.
Listen, I love Soshi Sub, but you don't want to get fucked. And not by me. Get out of here. Nope. No. Terrible character. I to this day don't understand how we were supposed to root for that couple.
No, not a single. And I trudged through the damn show. Oh God. Oh, I hated every second of it.
She tried.
No, and I feel bad for any person who's paired with him. That's the level he should, you know what? He's my first, and absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you know what? At least with Junko, he's in high school. A lot of guys are dicks in high school. Let's be honest.
He's a product of his upbringing. He had no choice to be.
Master's son, he has had time
to be a better person.
He's too old to be like
this. And he doesn't even become a better person as the show goes on.
He is. I mean, that's I guess the only good thing about it, because it truly accurately shows he never changes. He stays his same character. Okay.
So we're back with another robot, my guys. That's right. There are 2 robots on this list. We have Younggu, aka Zero, from My Absolute Boyfriend. He's a good dude. This
one's hard.
He's very dumb. Very dumb in ways that Namshin is not dumb.
Yeah, he doesn't hit the Namshin boxes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
He's a really great dude. He's really nice and he's really sweet and he's caring and stuff. But I think just so far. I think just friends with this robot. He's a real cute, fun guy. I'd be yeah, we're bros.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
To me, it's he would have to get an education chip or 5 before you wanted to spend too much time dating him.
I feel like if you just met him, he'd be like the one night stand that when you woke up in the morning, you were like, oh, you're that dumb. Okay.
Oh,
like you'd be kind of like, oh,
whoops.
okay,
I thought it was just like a bit.
yeah.
And Drama Panda, we are imagining in this scenario that we are in an appropriate age range to date these people. We're taking like leaps, leaps.
We kind of have to on our.
Yeah, we're kind of old, so.
And I'm like, would I be mad if my daughter was dating? I would be mad if my daughter was dating him. I would be like, sweetie, no, you can do better than that.
No,
like,
honey,
baby, no.
I don't think I would be mad at him because like he seems nice. So.
I feel like there's a certain woman out there.
Yeah.
Or man, listen, or non-binary pal. We don't judge. Who would be perfect for his amount of stupid? Like they would complement each other really well.
And I think that's where we're at with most of our just friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're good for somebody. They're just not good.
Not for us.
Not for me.
We got our introverted king, Dokyung Sik, for my ideas Gangnam Beauty. Now I know where I would put him.
Oh,
he's so great.
So that's another example of like they're really good for each other type thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he'd be really good for me though. Like I feel because I'm gonna be honest, like the way his personality kind of reminds me of the guy I already married. So
you would actually like. Again, it would be hard because we'd both be introverted, but like he's still a good guy.
He's such a good guy.
I have not watched it, so I have no horse in this race.
He's
so sweet and he's so kind and he's righteous.
Quiet is
quiet. Quiet.
I see no reason to not take him to church.
I agree. I agree. He's a good dude.
As far as we just hang out all like the rest of our life, then whatever.
As far as
only read next to each other, chef's kiss.
As far as my personality is so similar to that character's personality, but
like your mother-in-law would absolutely be a dream. Absolute dream.
I'm hearing you guys say seem good. Like, and that's very much. Like my husband and I are both kind of introverts and both kind of just hang out people. So sounds good.
And just him looking at that picture of her and being like, let me see it again. I love it. I love him. I love him. Okay. Okay. We're now up to aliens. Okay. We're adding all sorts of creatures on this list. We have Domin June for My Love from Another Star.
Okay.
I will say he has the maturity that Kim Shin kind of didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
True,
but
a little. I haven't seen the whole thing.
He's allergic to intimacy.
I've
literally
watched a couple of episodes, and then that's all I'm doing.
Like, a night stand is not a good place for him to be because it's not good for him. I don't want to kill him with my good times.
Like
the faking of being
I need a little bit. I'm like a big like touch person. I just feel like we wouldn't work. But he's not like a terrible dude.
Friends with him, like for sure.
Yeah, like
he's good.
He's not awful.
No, like he's a pretty decent character. He's a pretty decent guy. I just don't think I'd want to date him.
We've definitely got to know.
We've got to know.
There's a lot of like, friends.
Yeah.
See, and that's kind of thing with some of the friends too. It's like there's no reason to be like, no, I hate your guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, no, I don't want to get that, like
yeah.
I just don't want you in my house for the rest of my life, like
I don't want to be like emotionally attached to you.
Yeah. Like he's not a bad guy. I don't really want to like he's like a friend, like a casual acquaintance.
Yeah.
It's like I don't mind spending time with him. So he's not an absolutely not, but like if you're asking like, him. Yeah, like I'd play chess with him or some bullshit. Like, like I'd just be like, okay, well, this has been fun. See you in like 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay, finally.
Which is handy because, anyway.
Yeah.
Just kind of. Anyway.
Yeah.
Natalia's like, yeah, finally.
We're at Sung-hoon, who's finally he was the guy on the thumbnail, and so we're finally here. We have Cha Jin-wook for My Secret Romance. Now,
no,
I kind of like him.
I do too.
I kind of like him.
I feel like
He's
my
dumb.
initial response would be absolutely not, but at the same time, like he immediately, upon assuming that she has a child the right age for their 6-year-old one-night stand, is like, oh dang,
time for me to be a dad.
Like he immediately steps out.
True.
She's like, like
so like good. He's got good dude vibes.
Like yeah.
Funny.
I feel like
just like the character in the show. We're gonna test drive Sung-hoon.
Well, not Sung-hoon.
Well, his character. Well, listen. I'm gonna be real. Same. Yeah, you know what? I feel like, yeah. And maybe like a casual, you'll see him every once in a while and be like, oh, hey, and then just move on with your life.
Oh, we do have a Mary.
Rachel, you're being like seduced by the looks. You're blinded by the looks. You got to think about the whole character.
That one had the second male lead was pretty good in that one too. That was the one of the hard ones.
We'll leave him here for now. Maybe we'll revisit. Like
definitely in the is even in his characters, that's the most marriageable character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? Just because of that, he's out of his characters. We'll move him up. We'll move him up a rank.
You know what?
Okay. We'll do pity rank. We'll pity move up. Okay. We'll just. He has good qualities. This character has good qualities. So, fine. You've sold us.
We should sometime just do a tier maker of just Sung-hoon characters and see like who's the most marriageable Sung-hoon.
Just Sung-hoon, and then Sung-hoon himself. Like
maybe we'll just have to do a deep dive on Sung-hoon, and then that will be when we do the
tier list it. Okay, we've got John Kim from Oh My Venus. Now, he's not a bad guy. Okay, however, I don't want to be working out my whole life.
No, I know for a fact that it would be
exhausted.
Like okay, so already. Like he's not terrible. Like I don't think like I couldn't have him as my trainer, but I could never be in a relationship with him because like,
and his training
would never allow me to be this way. So
yeah, like his training wasn't like unhealthy or dangerous. Like he legitimately cared about her health and all this, and he didn't care what size she was at the end of the day. Yeah. We got to marry for John Kim, but like
excited for Worry.
We are, yes, we're very excited. And by the way, if you're as excited as we are, on Wednesday we will be having a stream party for the first episode on our Discord, so you should come hang out with us. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't want to exercise my whole life.
I wouldn't want to date him. Like I
would never
be
feel
that
comfortable.
Friend that would be okay to have, like that you hang out with sometimes, but I don't want to be married to that. It's too much.
No, it's too much pressure. I'm too tired.
I'm too tired.
Let's just thinking about it.
Like, listen, he'd be fine as a friend. Like maybe you'd go on like a
jog
with
like,
him once and be like
trainer.
never again. Yeah, like
see, I'm more on the athletic side, so I'm like, I would take him to church, but it's not for everybody, so I totally get that.
No,
okay. If you're Sky, take him to church. If you're the rest of us, we tired.
So leave him there.
Just like they're so good.
Yeah,
yeah. Like you're a nice dude.
And you know what? He can be my friend with like exercise benefits. Like, yes, okay, I need a workout buddy. I like having a workout buddy.
You know who else? You know who else was in this drama who I would marry? Sung-hoon's character in this drama. 100%.
Oh,
that's right. That's right. The Korean dragon, I'm down with him. Yes. He doesn't want me to exercise. He's going to do all the exercising for us.
Now, Henry's character would be squarely in Just Friends.
Yes. Just friends.
Henry's character isn't always going to be in Just Friends.
Henry. Oh, Henry. Okay. Now we've got another blast from the past. Kim Bung-do from Queen In-hyun's Man.
I have no clue. I haven't watched a single episode.
Oh. This was like a request.
I know it's like a very popular drama. Yeah. It's just not a drama I've watched.
You know what? He's a very good guy. I would probably take him to church. He's a total simp for her.
Mm-hmm.
He
loves his woman. We're imagining that we are his woman in this point in this situation.
I don't see a good reason not to marry him. Like he's smart.
We got another one from Mary. All right.
Simp. He loves the woman. Like
all right. Listen. We believe we.
Okay.
Some characters are just husband material.
Yeah.
Made out of husband material.
It's like, what's that you're wearing? Oh, husband material. Okay. Okay. We have. Okay. I realize that this is technically. Okay, the show's like pretty old, so what I'm about to say is a bit of a spoiler. So if you just didn't want to be spoiled for Reply 1988, which has been out for several years, block your ears for a second. I realize that he's not technically the male lead of the show, but if you watch the show, he's the male lead of the show.
Anyone's reaction of
he's the male lead of the show. So Kim Jung-hwan from Reply 88. Good dude.
I don't know. I haven't watched any of the replies yet.
So. I haven't watched it, but like I watched the 97, but like this was like the very when you think of like the second male lead syndrome, this is the one that like is the most contentious one.
Well, it's because he was the male lead up until the second to last episode, and then suddenly they were like, just kidding.
Oh, and this one.
Yeah. He's pretty great. Yeah, you know what?
I mean, well, no, let's give it for everybody who was I'm marrying Gummy. I mean,
listen. What, you like cults? You like cults? That's how you get cults, Joy. That's how you get cults. Kidding, his character wasn't in a cult, just him in reality. But see, Rachel says she would marry him too. Joy says just friends.
I think like
we got two for marry, one for friends. I'd marry him. I
just feel like to do it for like everybody who watched that show and felt like wronged too.
That's
like
right.
Also like
they wanted him to be the husband. They believed we're looking out for you, watchers. Yeah. Joy, leave the baby alone. I won't, Joy. I won't. I'm just speaking the truth. Another man from the past. Wang So, Scarlet Heart.
Sorry, my love, but
I have not watched
haven't seen it.
Oh, I know.
No.
I'm
absolutely not. Do I love his character? Do I love that show? Yes. I do not want that man's drama in my life.
No.
I don't
he's
want
got
to be
issues.
I don't want nothing. None of it. Like just
he's got issues. It would be like he'd be like if in the modern era, like you'd talk to him at a party for like 20 minutes and then just get a bad vibe. Yeah. And be like, ooh, bad vibe. No.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, this guy looks interesting. Like he's good looking. He's interesting. He's got
he has got
fun
so much
star.
baggage.
Like I wonder what the story is, and then you're just like, oh Jesus, no, there's a lot to unpack here.
Too interesting. No,
yeah, too interesting. I just want a medium level of interest, not the full level of interest. You know,
it just baby.
Sorry,
no, baby.
Sweetie, but... No. Oh, no. Okay. We've got Park Morgan from Search WWW. Hard choice. Hard choice. He's a modern man. We love a modern man. We love a modern man.
I need the trial run. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he probably would make good husband material.
Yeah, he might,
but
actually.
I'm not sure. Like,
He's earnest. He's smart. He's musical.
He is very simp for his woman.
Like, he is musical.
Which, we do like that.
He's not a bad guy.
Nope. He's a good dude.
He does. That's right, Rachel. He does respect women. He's not weird.
He plays video games, which is kind of fun. Like, he's not.
Yeah, like, I would. In terms of his extracurricular activities, like, we
have a lot in common.
Yeah. I'm kind of going with Rachel.
You know what, Rachel? We're going to go with Rachel today.
There's a test drive on that.
Yeah, I feel like it could be. We'll see.
Now we've got I feel like this isn't going to be too much of a debate. But people have proven me wrong before. We have Kim Ju-won from Secret Garden.
Take it away, Sky.
I will say, in the end, he is clearly a good husband and dad, and like he clearly gets.
I don't have the patience for his bullshit.
But I'm not that patient. I'm just not gonna get there. I'm not gonna realize.
Yeah.
No.
Like, listen, style on fleek, but absolutely not.
Yeah, there's
no.
Even the way he decides to chase after, like, whatever phase of the chasing, it was still like there'd be no way. I'd be like, restraining order. I would have restraining order like way sooner.
Yeah.
No.
And I love that show. Like, love it.
Yeah.
Because I find it entertaining, but
yeah, like no. I would just be like, I don't like you. It wouldn't even like.
He's the kind of guy that if he came up to you in the club, you would just be like, the bartender would be like, "Is this guy bothering you?" Yeah,
the bouncer would be like, "You need help, young lady." Like,
past that point with him.
Even with the body switching. So even if you had body switching with him,
I'd be like,
still
no.
Yeah,
it's like that's as close as we're getting, buddy.
I feel like if I did body switch with him, I'd spend all my time fucking up his life before we switch back.
Go on a vindictive spree.
Yeah,
like,
I would just be an absolute terror in that body. And not in criminal ways, but like,
I don't know,
spending all his money to charity, and
whatever.
Okay. Park Seo-joon
I was trying to
the
read
list
what
again.
the title was for the next one. I was like,
yeah, it's very tiny. My apologies.
Because it's a long title. So
Tier Maker only, we have to fit a lot of information in a tiny little square. It be what it be. Lee Young-joon from What's Wrong with Secretary Kim.
Ooh.
Okay. A little too egotistical for old Natalia. But not so egotistical that I wouldn't like associate with him. Just I'd be like, no. Like,
for me, I think it would be an absolute not.
Like, I feel like I would be an acquaintance.
I don't even think I could be friends with him.
I could see one night stand for him.
I can't see one night stand, actually.
One night stand.
Yeah.
He feels like he would be very charming when he wanted to be. And we'd have a lovely time, and then I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Strangers with benefits.
Strangers with benefits. That's Strangers with Benefits.
But
is the one night stand. The Strangers with Benefits is the one night stand. You're hitting him up on Tinder. You know what I mean? Like, okay. This was a special request. The bisexual fiend for all of us. Jang Jae-young from Semantic Error.
Okay, so he's very young.
So
let's pretend we are in college.
Yeah, but because the age of the character, the maximum you can go is friends with benefits.
Yeah.
You know what it like?
Yeah.
It feels weird to be like church.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because that's not the context of the character.
And
That's true. I definitely would date him if I was in college, or at least try.
I mean,
and Rachel, it is canonical that he does date women as well, so don't worry about it. He is fully bi in every way. He don't care about gender. He's pansexual, baby. He's in it to win it. I think, like he's an okay guy. Like, he seemed like he'd be fun to have a good time with.
I will say, like, I'd have to get to know him on a friends level first, probably, though.
You work up.
If it was just if I just saw his crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but I would totally be friends with him. There would be no instance that I wouldn't be friends with him.
Like, because hell, we'd be in the same department. Like,
yeah, like easily. Like there,
Okay.
There's absolutely not. It's not a question in this scenario.
Rachel. Okay, sorry. Rachel was talking about Secretary Kim that he can't touch women. We're pretending that he can for the purposes of this. In our one night stand, he can.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're suspending disbelief for this.
With platonic, or everybody agreed to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's all on the up and up. Okay, we have still 17.
Well, because I have it pretty small so I can see all the comments.
Yeah, no, I do too.
So Gong Woo Jin from Still 17.
Ooh, he was prickly. He was,
but like there's something about a tsundere sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, like I would for sure, because I would probably be in the. I don't know.
I mean,
he's definitely in my field, so there would be a definite some sort of relationship with him.
I mean, it's been a while since I watched it, but like, she lives in the house with them for a while, right? Like that's part of the premise, right? Like, so he's somewhat sympathetic. Like, he doesn't kick her out into the street to be home. You know what I mean? Like,
and all of his stuff is
bad guy. Like,
from his upbringing and stuff. Like,
right?
That's
it didn't just come out of left field.
Yeah, he's not just a dick to be a dick.
I probably would pine for him though. Like, let's be real.
Like, listen, if we work together, I'd have a big
I'd be what's her name? Even though I like that they didn't actually make her a love interest or even a seemingly love interest, but I would be her, the girl from everything.
Office.
W and everybody.
Big old crush.
He's got like a loyal heart, right? Like
that's true.
I mean, it's like 15 years later, and he still has a crush on this poor girl. Like he still feels bad about it's.
And so his baggage levels are like you could handle almost that level.
Yeah.
Hell, I even liked him with the homeless beard. Like,
no, and his talent. Yeah, I don't know. Friends with benefits, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like
friends with benefits.
The test drive. We're taking for a test drive.
Maybe if we decide later in a couple of years. We don't know.
Maybe it goes back down. We don't know.
We have An Min Hyuk from Strong Woman Do Bong Soon. Fun guy.
I think I would just be friends with him.
He is a dude.
I also think I would just be friends with him. Like, fun dude. Now his secretary, on the other hand, I could get down with the secretary. I feel like the secretary and I would have a great time. But he's fun. But yeah, friends.
I don't.
Okay, this one was a special request from Sky.
I just thought it would be interesting.
She's backtracking. She's backtracking.
I just think it'd be interesting. It's a good conversation.
No, it's a good conversation. Yeah.
So, Kim Do-gi from Taxi Driver, very righteous man. Intense.
Baggage.
So
baggage. I feel like we would have to almost be on the same team together, to make a relationship work.
Right, because totally dedicated to work.
See, he feels like he kind of goes into the healer category. Like, you want to be friends with him because it's good to have that in your back pocket, but I don't know that I want to.
I would probably also have a one night stand with him, but he also maybe we'd go back to just being friends. He's not going to be a stranger anymore.
So let's just the one night stand. It's looking a little sad and empty. So let's just stick him in there. Just there you go.
And if it went well, you can become friends with benefits.
One night stands can move up.
Yeah, it can become 2-night stands. Who knows?
But if he ends up getting, super hurt or whatever, that's it.
So, we have Kwon Jung Rock from Touch Your Heart. We have a tsundere lawyer. Now, not a bad guy, very work focused, but like not a bad guy. Like a lot of these bad guys, just bad people.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad person. He's just kind of awkward.
I feel like he'd be probably a good husband.
Yeah,
like he feels like the kind of character that is very work focused until somebody tells him to like rein it in a bit, and then he goes, "Oh,
yeah," and then he's like, "Oh, right, I've been a bit of a dick."
Okay.
Like I feel like he would be a good husband because I feel like as soon as like you got married, he would be like, "You're my person now."
I would think he would be a good husband. He might be a bit of a boring husband, though.
He might be, but boring's not always bad.
I know, but like, I wouldn't want to like spend all my time with him. Then at that point,
well, that's why. That's you have other friends. Like
you say that, I don't. So
you have us. You'd be spending time with us. You see how this works. We're friends, Jessie.
But you don't live in my same. You don't even live in my same country. What are you talking about?
That's what online friends are for. Gosh. But like, I still feel like he'd be a good husband.
But like, would he watch a horror film with me? No.
Well, he might.
I feel like he would though. Like he'd probably
he'd be like going notes at the same time.
On a level, I think he would be a good husband. I would, especially like for any like of my friends, I'd be like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I say that like personality wise, there isn't much personality. Like that character doesn't have a lot of independent interests aside from work, really. And so that's the thing, right? As far as could be a boring husband. Like I see that because like they didn't fill in much. They didn't give him much other than or.
I mean, it is nice to have him on your back pocket for the lawyer thing.
That's true.
I mean, it's definitely one of those characters where, one of those situations where very good for her because she does have the personality and the outgoing and the stuff to like, where he might be kind of boring, she will make him not be boring anymore, right? Like,
yeah.
But I think
she has extra.
he seems like he'd be a good husband. Like he wouldn't be a dick husband. You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's fine.
Welcome to the list. Okay, so let's scroll down a little.
I'm actually shocked that our like husbands list actually made it to the second.
I know, me too. I thought it was. Okay.
That's true.
That's true. That's true, Katie. You make a good point. We have Vincenzo from Vincenzo. On the complete opposite end of he wouldn't be a boring husband. He'd be a very exciting husband. Maybe a little too exciting of a husband, you know? Like,
he falls into that too much going on category.
Yeah, like
perhaps.
I mean,
again,
I haven't seen the whole thing.
My initial thought is just probably not
like my initial thought is
but I just don't want it.
My initial thought is like he's squarely a one night stand for a lot of people.
You know what I find kind of funny that we're all just like, yeah, one night stand. He's a literal murderer, and we're like not putting him in this list. We're just like, listen, he's a little bit dangerous.
That's the beauty of one night stands. You don't have to think about that. There's
you just hit it
consequences.
And quit it.
Yeah,
you just move on with your life. Like I feel like he'd be like a very fun one night stand.
But so like again, I haven't seen the whole show. Didn't he have pretty good teamwork with the people that he would work with?
He does. Like he's definitely like, well, okay. So here's the big thing: is that you will always be targeted as being like going to be murdered, no matter
by knowing him.
Yeah. In terms of like him personally, I don't think he would be a terrible husband. Like I don't think he'd like cheat on you, or like I don't think he would like do everything he possibly could to make you happy and that sort of thing. But like. He's going to get murdered or you're going to get murdered.
Yeah.
Joy in the comments is killing me today. It's a little murder.
Just a little.
Just a touch of the death.
So in order to keep yourself safe, it's best to keep it one night stand as well.
Yeah, just like you don't like. Listen, it seems like he'd be fun to have around. Nah, Katie,
he's got to be sneaky.
Nah. I think that's probably one of
like. Don't worry about it. Like,
yeah,
don't worry about. Like, you sneak out the next morning. No one's the wiser. Don't. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. We have Jung Joon-hyung from Weightlifting Fairy, Kim Bok-ju. Let's imagine him a little older. So he's already graduated from college. He's an athlete. He's a swimmer.
He probably goes in Friends with Benefits for me. Like I would test drive that. I would see where it goes, but I'm not immediate church. You know what I mean? Like, because he's a bit immature initially.
He's a bit of a clown.
Like,
yeah.
You know, it might be fun for a while and then get annoying, or he might grow out of that. Like, so I feel like that Friends with Benefits, like, see where it goes.
Joy. He loved her. We're talking about us. Would he love us?
Stop thinking about other people. Think about yourself, Joy.
And again, like the other college age guys, like we've kind of been like the max you can go is Friends with Benefits, unless you're talking the one like Heard It Through the Grapevine. That made sense given the context of the
story.
But
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, so you're gonna
trust us on it. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
He is.
Okay. We have Hwang Young-sik from Where the Camellia Blooms. Now I'm about to make my defense. Is the character stupid? Yes.
But that doesn't mean you don't like.
He would make such a good husband. Like, he'd be a very stupid husband, but such a kind. Oh,
I will see that. Like, I've seen that kind of. Everybody really liked him. Like,
yeah, he's sweet. He's loving. He's very dedicated. He's like, he's got a steady employment with the government. Always nice. And while I am a cab, as always, he's too stupid to be a bad cop. He's literally too stupid to make bad choices, which has not endeared him to the rest of anyone who works with him.
I mean, if all the cops who work with him are annoyed with him, then that probably is a good thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's very dedicated to the woman he loves. Nice. That's true. He's very dedicated to the woman he loves. When everyone talks down on her, he's like, "You shut the fuck up."
That's a positive for me.
She's incredible.
Good with kids, right?
Great with kids. Even when his own mom was talking down on her, he was like, "Mom, you better watch yourself."
Okay, then that seems like a churchable guy.
He's a pretty churchable dude.
Feels pretty church. I have.
He's churchable.
All right.
He's churchable. Like, he's himbo. We love a good. We can't say we don't love a good himbo. We love a good himbo.
If he's a himbo and a simp,
he's protective, but not in like an overbearing patriarchal way. Like, he respects her and her like needs. I love him. I love him. Speaking of men I love, we've got Imin Sub from Where the Weather is Fine. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah,
I bookshop. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, I want them books.
Listen, that's the benefit of the marriage.
He's pretty.
Okay?
He makes coffee and he has books. Like,
no, there's.
I see no downside.
There's literally, we could all like just hang
some baggage, but.
Who doesn't?
Not enough for me.
Yeah, and it wasn't. And the baggage wasn't even like that bad. Like, it was.
And
given the context, like, her baggage is a lot more intense.
Yeah,
like, my baggage is worse than his baggage.
Yeah,
like, hell no.
Yeah.
Like,
no. Yeah, no.
Call up the priest. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do not.
And also, everyone loves him, which means that you will be beloved by the small town. His small town's wacky and fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you get a bookstore.
Is it
you get a bookstore and you get a bookstore.
We want the bookstore and the friends, like the neighborhood.
No, he's also great.
In the town, and he is also
very
great,
nice.
But
yeah, he's kind. He's good to his parents. He's good to everyone.
No,
listen, he gave a girl who was in town one day his car keys to borrow his car. Yeah. He's a nice dude.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. Okay, now we're ending on a little bit of duality here. Okay. So we've got Jung Jae Chan from While You Were Sleeping. So he's a lawyer.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I've only seen like half.
He's not terrible. Like he's not. I just don't feel like I could like muster up the like excitement to marry him. Like in my heart, I would never be like, "Woo, let's get married." I'd just be like, "Well, I guess."
Like, there's no good reason not to marry him, but I just don't want to.
Yeah,
right. Like I just.
Like he's not bad. He's just not great. Like he's fine.
I absolutely having him in my friend group that like the guy across the street that my mom invites over for breakfast and we have a nice time. Like okay,
like,
cool.
He's good looking and all, but I'm just like
he's also one of those people that like knows he's good looking, like in a not great way.
Yeah, I feel like I would just be friends with him.
I think that's where I'm at. Like there's no good reason for somebody not to marry him, but just not me.
Just not, like he's
I think
fine.
If you have potential to be just friends with a lawyer, that's really good. Or like anybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Listen, we got a lot of lawyer friends now. Like looking on this list, we're hit up for lawyers now.
We have a type.
And finally, the final member,
a fictional person,
a fictional character. We've got Kang Chul from W.
My initial thought, honestly, is like, no.
My initial thought was also absolutely not.
And I don't know why, because he's not a terrible person. Like he's not, but he kind of falls into that like Wang So like Scarlet Heart thing for me, where he's not a bad guy. I mean, he kind of is, but he's like kind of isn't. But like. But it just like I don't.
So why are you saying he's a bad guy?
Well, he's not a bad guy.
More like Wang So actually kind of is a bad guy. That was my.
He's not a bad guy, but like I
don't want. The reason I find it tough is because that character has like 3 different phases.
Yeah,
and incarnations, kind of, because the fictional character thing. So it makes it kind of hard. Like it's almost like, which one are you talking about? It's
almost like too much. There's too much. Like the last Jung Suk was too boring, and this one is too not boring. Like I just
too exciting. Like, he's got too much going on.
Now, however, One Night Stand.
Yes.
We're gonna do a one night stand on him.
To be fair, it would be a very exciting one night stand. Like he'd wine and dine you first, for sure. There might be a gunfight. Who knows?
And possibly a makeover montage. Like
you might get some new shoes out of this. Like, that's pretty exciting.
Now, the character when he did, like, there were some really sweet moments too. So, like, there's that aspect of that character.
Rachel, Rachel. Okay, I need to address this comment Rachel has just made. That I missed No Jin Wook from Suspicious Partner. I picked the first 50, Rachel. And I had some special requests that took up some of the... Come on. Cut me some slack here. There's only... We could do every K-drama in existence and we'd be here for days.
We're going to do more.
Yeah, we can do part 2.
I do like the idea of doing ones with like all the same actors' characters. I think that's a fun,
And I think we should do a wife one as well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So,
maybe that'll be next.
Yes, who knows? Who knows? Ooh. The ladies. We are equal opportunity here at the Noonas. So yeah, this was our tier list. I will put up
a strictly Audrey sheet.
I think yeah.
Yes.
And then I think it would actually be really fun to just do one that like is your like a daughter-in-law or a son-in-law.
Yeah.
So
and then like only fantasy creatures.
I mean, we could also the buy list.
Yeah. Don't worry. With the tier list will return because these are a lot of fun to do. So yeah, we'll share the link to this tier list if you would like to do it yourself, like to consider all of the fun times. So yeah.
And then share that with us. Share with us.
Yeah, we want to see your tier list. Who would you husband up, you know? Who would you take down the aisle, as it were? Anyway, thank you for coming to our live stream.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
We have another live stream coming on Tuesday. It's taking a bit of a different vibe. We will be presenting the greatest love story that has ever been put to film. So join us on Tuesday at 7:30 EST. It's going to be a good time. And then again on Wednesday on our Discord, we are having a watch party for the first episode of Worry the Virgin, which we are. Sang-hoon is back. We're very excited. Yay. So come join us there on Discord. We've a lot of fun on the Discord. We love the Discord. And we hope that you come hang out with us. All right. Well, thank you for coming.
Yes.
We hope you had a fantastic day. And have a good one. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.